Hello, everybody.
Why, hello.
Welcome
Hi.
to another nice, chill, chill stream.
Nice
We
and
are
chill.
going to
We're all gonna take
have
a
a good
nap.
Another one. I could use another one.
Actually, I don't know why I'm making that joke. There's actually a lot of streamers who do like the sleeping thing.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I don't want to do that though.
so.
I want to make a monster.
So, in case you haven't checked out the title, we are going to be making some monsters today.
Yippee.
We're just kind of spitballing it, just kind of making some stuff. You
Just
know,
having some fun.
Can I not do so sleepy?
It's okay, buddy.
Yes,
you can go to sleep.
You are allowed to nap. We'll whisper. We'll do that. I know Erica hates this. The ASMR whispers the whole time.
She's already getting ready to take it out.
So we have a couple monsters that we need to make. So before we get into just kind of the pre-forming it, there is one thing that Andrew pointed out that we did need to make for one of our monsters. Don't tell me where you're gonna watch it.
I won't say anything. Quick,
So-
everybody, report first critter.
So, a while back, we made a monster called the Marrow Harpy. It's a harpy.
Wow.
It's our take on harpy,
Wow.
but they're very vulture based. So they've got the creepy elongated necks and everything,
Erica, you're so sassy.
and they hold things. It has like bones. So yeah, they collect bones. They love to eat bones, and then they use bones for their rituals and their practices and their tools.
And they have them long vulture necks.
Yep, and they're
Bones.
really gross.
Yum.
So, Andrew, we were planning on doing this, but Andrew reminded me that we still need to make the Marrow Harpy matriarch.
So, first question is what kind of challenge rating do we want to be shooting for? Because, like, if you look compared like the regular matriarch harpy, it goes from a challenge rating 1 to a 5.
Yeah, so I'd
where
say ours starts at 2, so I would
2?
say the 5 to 6 range is probably where we're going for.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah. All right. So first things first, is this thing still a medium creature?
I think it should be large. The big, wrinkly ladybird with big, long neck.
They call her
Gross.
Big Mama. Big Mama eats people.
She can have my bones anytime. I
Whoa.
regret saying that.
Yep.
I take that back. But I'm okay with large.
What do you think? What do you think, Erica? Do you think a large-sized harpy works?
Or should we
Large.
stick with medium?
You're
Large.
thinking large too?
Larg.
Large.
Alrighty.
So, first thing, should it have any special abilities? Because we already got the Carrion Frenzy, which that definitely will still stay. What if it got pack tactic? Oh my gosh, pack tactics.
No, it's pack tackets.
Pack tactics.
It's pack tackets now.
I don't think pack tactics fully
Doesn't fully work.
fully fit with it. I'm thinking maybe we give it a little bit of spell casting.
Uh, I don't know if I'm feeling the spellcaster route. I guess it depends on what kind of spells we're thinking of, but I think more natural ability rather than magic.
Well, the thing is, it's like,
I mean, it does have a luring song though,
yeah, it has the luring song, and then the other thing with it too is it is
and the
kind
DC
of,
should be higher for luring song. Maybe
yeah.
15 instead of 13.
But yeah, um the thing with it is, how does one become a matriarch? Because I feel like they would
I think he's
collect.
just oldest living female. It
Yeah,
just kind of becomes it
but
or
my brain
She
is
age.
eats a
going
lot of
to
bones.
my
Yeah.
brain is going to creepy witch like sort of primitive rituals.
I imagine she's
and
like those birds that can swallow whole bones.
and
Yeah.
and so it's
The
like
harpy eagle.
yeah, and so it's like a harpy that has gorged herself on so many bones that she is absorbing the actual necrotic essence of the bones,
Ooh.
and that's why she's massive and bloated, just like gorged on so many bones and so many remains that
Yes.
Are any of the other harpies magical? Well, I mean, they're monsters, so they're kind of weird own stuff. But
do they have spell casting is what you're asking.
yeah,
I'm not sure.
because I don't have access to the harpy matriarch because it's in the book Ghosts of Saltmarsh.
Yeah, which I don't have that.
Yeah.
But let me just go like this. Harpy matriarch. It gets magic resistance, and
No, it has special abilities, but not
yeah,
songs. I mean, not
not spells.
magic.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which I'm like, personally, I'd rather stay in the more magical in nature, less of a spellcaster.
Okay. Um. Alrighty. Let's see.
I do like that one there though, where it has magic resistance. Matrix has advantage on saving throws against spells and other magical effects.
Mm.
I do like that.
The Marrow Harpy matriarch has advantage on saving throws against spells and other magical effects. All right. Let's tweak the stats a little bit. So the
Yeah.
matriarch is big and bloated. So I'm saying let's buff the strength up to 18.
Yep. And the constitution up to 14.
I'd say up to
Nice.
16.
I'm okay with that.
And lower its dexterity. It's big and it's lumbering, and so its
A little bit
dex
slower.
goes down. Yeah. And then
What should the AC be?
um
Does that say 12 or 17?
it says 12 because the original one is 12.
Yeah.
I would say maybe bring it down. It's a big easier target, but it's just so much tankier.
Yeah. So probably just 11.
11. All right. Now, average hit points. So, average hit points of the normal Marrow Harpy. So, we want to go to a
51.
D10
Yep.
for large. So, thinking probably maybe in the 90s.
Let's see, what 90 to 100, yeah. Let's see. Go to regular harpy has 38, which we did ours a little bit higher. Here, let me go like this. See if I can find like some challenge rating 5. Let's see, where's challenge rating 5 to 7. 52 hit points. 84. A boulette has 94. So a regular boulette has 94 hit points.
So how does
That's 5.
how
Well,
does how does 90 sound?
Well, I was gonna say, because we're going for a little bit higher, I'm okay with it being a little bit more durable because we already made the little ones more durable
I know
compared to regular harpies.
Yeah, and so those ones are challenge rating 2.
Yeah, so I'm thinking we aim for more like challenge rating 6, and do like around like 110.
With the average of 12d10 plus 50, it's an average of 116. Does that sound?
Yeah, that works.
Okay. Whoops. Wrong one. I went to tabletop audio. All right. 116 dice count 12d10 plus 50.
Nice.
So if you're one of those weirdos that rolls for the health of your monsters because you love doing amounts of math, you could get a fairly weak one at technically if you rolled 1 on everything,
It'd be 60.
62 hit points.
Oh yeah, 62 because you're doing 12.
Yeah. I love the idea behind that and that they have things for that. But
who does it?
oh my gosh, yeah, it is.
It could also be up to 170 hit points.
Yeah. Do any of the mental scores change at all, do you think?
Nah.
Nah?
I think those should stay the same.
Okay. So, all right, now that we have the stats and stuff done,
So, let's definitely change the damage of some of these moves.
oh yeah. I am wondering if it's the if we're
What if it has a screech that can give everybody the frightened condition too?
maybe it also does because I love the idea of gorging on so many bones that they have actual necrotic energy surging through them.
So silly, goofy.
And so what if it's like a what if the screech does also do just radiate necrotic energy, does necrotic damage, rots you
Necrotic
away.
or psychic? Because I also like psychic.
I like psychic, but not for this. I want it to be very thematic with the bones bit, and it's like there's a lot of things that do some sort of psychic screech, not a lot of things that do a necrotic thing that aren't undead.
What would we call it?
That is a
Because for me, in order to justify doing the necrotic stuff, it has to feel like it has a fitting name and vibe, kind of a thing.
You're so particular.
But like, sometimes. Um. Unearthly bellow.
Ooh.
And then it could just give the if you fail, it does the frightened condition and full damage, and then
half damage on just half damage on
just
a
half
success.
damage on a success. Or you could just do rotten breath.
Yeah, have it be like a cone attack.
Yeah. It's another
Ooh.
option. Just have it do necrotic damage.
Halacrosis.
I like that.
What about
That's a good one.
Screech of Decay?
Yeah,
Okay,
that's good too.
I guess.
I'll
Halitosis.
allow it, I suppose.
Halitosis. Could be your new contact name.
Darn. It's true. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's looking great. Secret project. Sorry, people.
How big should this cone be?
Cone size.
Thinking 30
Well,
foot? Because it has the
Well,
luring.
if it's a scream rather than uh rather than like a breath thing,
Wouldn't
then
it be
shouldn't
more
it
of
be
an AoE?
like like a circle rather than a cone?
Well,
I'm thinking it's looking
If
at
breath,
you,
if it's
screeching
breath,
screeching
it's
at you. It's
or,
releasing
yeah,
necrotic
screech.
energy in a screech.
Yeah, I feel like that would be directed. Directed.
Probably 15-foot cone.
That seems a little short.
Or I mean a challenge rating 6. You either make it a smaller cone and be a little more effective, or you make it a bigger cone and make it less effective.
I would say 30 feet.
Then it's gonna be not as strong then.
Man, if my burning hands was that good,
Hey.
that'd be so cool. Alas.
Because, yeah, a Mind Flayer is only challenge rating 7, and they get a 60-foot cone on their Mind Blast. That also stuns you.
Oh yeah.
It's also recharge on the 5 or 6.
Oh, yeah, I was planning on having this recharge on a 5 and 6 as well.
It's been so long since I fought one.
Yeah. And so...
Dude, they're freaking terrifying, man.
Yeah. So...
When they extract your brain and they do so much freaking damage. 10 D10 psychic.
I should have clarified. I do plan on having it recharge on a 5 to 6. It's not something...
Then if it is a recharge, then I am fine with the
30 foot.
30 foot. Yeah.
And so, with a 30-foot cone must succeed on a DC 15 Constitution.
Yeah. Definitely strength.
Absolutely.
Or take... Let's see... Does 3d10 sound fair?
How about 4d6? Because we're also doing the frightened condition.
That's true. I forgot about that. Frightened,
because it's like
frightened
it's
is usually a wisdom thing, though. I feel like rather than I know, but like it frightened kind of goes with a more psychic aspect. I feel like this being more physical, we should inflict a different kind of status effect that would reflect.
like what? I don't want to do stunned.
No. I'm thinking maybe it like
your movement speed is halved.
Your movement speed is halved, yeah.
Until the end of your next turn.
Yeah. Or
you always do poisoned.
Yeah.
Poison.
Poison.
I don't want to do poisoned.
No. What if you have disadvantage on saving throws until the end of the harpy's next turn.
On all saving throws.
Disadvantage on probably Constitution saving throws.
Uh, because they're not really working with spellcasters, I think that's kind of a weak option. Because usually with matriarch kind of stuff, you're only going to see one matriarch. You're not going to see many of them.
Well, yeah, but the I'm saying is, if you pair it with something, what if somebody made a deal with the harpy matriarch, or what if it recharges on the next turn? Now suddenly you have disadvantage on the saving throw against the next one.
I think it would be, well, what's the specific saving throw for the luring song?
It's a wisdom saving throw.
Then I would just say on all saving throws until the end of your next turn.
Alrighty, so which of 4d6.
So the end of the matriarch's next turn or the end of the player's next turn? Probably matriarch.
End
That
of the
way it's
matriarch's.
remaining by itself.
Yeah.
That way it can do the luring song if it wants to. And then it could use this as like a hunting tactic.
Yeah. Or
I looked
What?
on Discord to see if I could read what was being typed, and both of the windows are equally unreadable for me.
Really?
there we go. Okay.
Nice.
Screech of Decay, recharge, 5 to 6. The Marrow Harpy Matriarch releases the necrotic essence it has stored up from all the dead it had. Oh my gosh, I can't talk all of a sudden. The Marrow Harpy Matriarch releases the necrotic essence it has stored up from all the dead it had consumed. Each creature within a 30-foot cone must succeed on a DC 15 Constitution saving throw, or take 4d6 necrotic damage and have disadvantage on all saving throws until the end of the matriarch's next turn, or half damage only on a success.
Cool. And then for the Talon, let's change it to 2d6 plus 2. Or plus
With the strength being 18, if we're going based on that,
Plus
should be
4.
plus 4. 2d...
which is a monster, so we don't have to follow that rule.
Yeah, 6. But it still seems fitting. And then the beak.
Does that say 1d8 right there?
Yeah, it was 1d8 plus
So 1d10 plus 4.
10 plus
Just basically
4.
upgrade it a little bit.
Yeah.
Which
Should these do like an extra d4 necrotic damage with just the necrotic energy radiating from it?
I mean, I don't think we need to.
Okay.
Because, yeah, we're not making it insanely better. It's just that ability alone, just adding that makes it very scary. Because then it's more likely to succeed on luring song. And the average for that one would be 10 on the beak and 12 on the talon.
Okay. So the matriarchs of these flocks gorge themselves enough bones that big energies boil inside of them. As a result, they grow and mutate becoming slower and bloated, but much stronger and more, much stronger and more dangerous.
Ooh.
Much stronger and much danger.
Yes. Much strong. Much
Yes. I mean, how, like, in actual D&D lore, how intelligent are harpies as far as, like, can you hold normal conversations with them? They have their own full societies and things like that, or are they full on, uh, are they more like just basically animals, you know?
They speak common.
Cool. Awesome.
Hate-filled creatures, harpies. This is the lore of the normal harpy in
Yeah,
D&D.
yeah.
Hate-filled creatures, harpies strive to cause pain and bring an end to love and life. These monsters combine human-like features with talons and wings of avian scavengers. The notorious songs compel listeners to follow them, heedless of danger. Creatures captivated by harpy song frequently meet their deaths on harpies' vicious claws or amid natural perils. Harpies dwell in remote, dismal places tainted by tragedy and despair. Some tales claim harpies offended the gods and were transformed as a punishment. Harpies might also be the descendants of such cursed souls. Every harpy sings a distinct song. While some songs are said to be heartbreaking in their beauty, others are wretched, squawking, compel only the magically enthralled.
That's
Basically,
great.
yes. And the harpy that
Okay.
and you got to remember, the harpy that almost killed you, Reiko, almost killed Reikos, was armored and wielding a weapon.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're intelligent. They are just deeply hateful and evil creatures. So they can't exactly exist
I
in
can fix her,
society.
Gavin. I can fix her.
You want to fix
Oh my
Big Mama?
goodness.
So we have the normal Mara Harpy thing, Mara Harpy description, and then it says the matriarchs of these flocks have gorged themselves on enough bones that necrotic energies boil inside of them. As a result, they grow and mutate, becoming slower and bloated, but much stronger and more dangerous. The smaller Mara Harpies bring tribute to their matriarch, and in return, the matriarch does not consume them in her endless gluttony.
Lovely. Seems like a
Nice.
great family dynamic.
Now we got to figure out the challenge rating.
Gonna save. What I'm going to do. DR calculate. Oh my gosh. That is the most useless thing.
Right.
Okay. So it is a D.
10.
Yep, so it's large. Constitution is 16. Then,
AC is 11.
see, 11. Uses
Damage
saves.
per
Yep.
round is 28. That's with the AoE ability.
And it has magic resistance.
Save proficiencies. No, that's different. It has resistances to magical effects. I guess you already put that on there, the magic resistance.
Yeah, because that's a different thing. Resistance
That's
is
its own thing.
is for damage types. Yeah.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Oh, with that, we're only getting a a CR of
Roll up.
CR of 4.
Okay.
I mean, I guess it would be resistant to necrotic damage.
Yeah. Yeah, it definitely would be resistant to necrotic.
Makes sense to me.
And that brings it up to 7.
Yeah, there we go.
Hey!
Just that change right there.
Holy crap, I didn't realize having...
Why is that that big of a difference?
Because CR is not the most sophisticated.
True. That's fair. Resistant to necrotic.
There we go.
There we go. Challenge rating 7.
All right. Well, there's our Marrow Harpy matriarch.
Yippee.
Nice. Cool. What next?
All
Do you have a
right.
specific one in mind?
So, I was thinking of some of the different regions and whatnot that we have.
Yep, and we're still sticking to Relendwell?
Yes.
Okay.
And so yeah, so I was thinking of the different oh, sorry. The different places that we have on there. And so wanted to take a look. Here's Alabast.
Right. Now, does the Burning Coast go along the entire southern part of the continent or just in the Relendwell side? Or, I mean, sorry, the Roscalia side.
It goes across the whole thing. It's not as ash covered, but there's a lot of underwater volcanoes to the south, and it's just very warm down there.
'Cause one idea I had was some kind of like steam vent turtle, almost similar to Torkoal, the Pokemon, where it's like super heat resistant and he can let out steam and stuff to burn things.
Yeah, but I kind of want to do... I do like that idea, but I kind of want to do something a bit more magical, I guess.
Okay, what do you have in mind?
I'm thinking we make a some form of elemental.
Okay. And what did you have in mind?
I'm working it out as I'm making it. Still.
Elementals are weird creatures because those weird looking lava snails with the clubs for eyes, I like that those are considered elementals. They're not considered monstrosities or aberrations.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
So you can get kind of crazy with your elemental stuff.
Yeah, and so with that, when it comes to like the when it comes to the elementals, I was thinking of having it be made from the ash. Be made of like ashes, some sort of like ash sentinel.
It sounds cool.
Has like
Lives up on volcano peaks, can sometimes pop up in the middle of after forest fires or things like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
And so they have like a superheated core that the ash flows around and then solidifies into one mass, and it uses like a burning, and it like forms like a burning blade to attack with.
And then it should also have a smoke screen.
Yeah.
So basically, well, I'm thinking,
which will send you into a coughing fit, so you have disadvantage on stealth rolls for the next hour. I don't know. I'm just throwing that out there. Kind of like that weird.
Oh, it sounded like an official thing.
No, I just made it up, but I like it.
Well, I'm trying to think of like how would these things behave? Why would an adventuring party need to fight them? Well, what if what if these elementals, they're not, because a lot of elementals are kind of just,
Forces of nature.
yeah, they're kind of forces of nature. Like let's take a look at like some of these elementals here. Um even just yeah, just an air elemental. Basically, you know, they're not uh intelligent creatures or anything. And basically, yeah, they are for the most part more forces of nature. So an air elemental will just kind of, yeah, they just kind of are. They either serve whoever summons them,
Or
or
they
when
just
they
like,
manifest, they're just kind of there doing their thing. They
yeah.
behave as the wind does.
Well, and
Um,
that's what I was thinking, where it's just like, no, you can just find them around volcanoes, big forest fires, like any location where there's large amounts of ash.
yeah, but
I don't think they have to be malevolent in nature.
I'd love Ash Window.
no, but like, what I'm not saying they're
You're such a
malevolent.
dad.
Yeah, I'm not I'm not I'm not saying they're evil. But here's the thing, like, if they're existing, what would be the like, I'm trying to think of what would be their base lore. What would be the reason that they would come into conflict with somebody, that somebody would need them destroyed, other than the obvious thing of an evil wizard summoned them, and so they're under the wizard's control, and all this stuff. Why would you even go to like these ash covered places? Because you you know you kind of piqued something in my brain when you said they'd also be around for like forest fires and whatnot. What
Yeah.
if what if there was a very dangerous forest fire that needed to be put out, and these things, their entire prerogative is making sure that fire rages on, regardless, just because it produces more ash. And so basically, strong mounds of ash can basically, and generates enough elemental energy for these things to pass through, and these things will basically protect the source of what caused the ash to be there from any outsiders.
I don't know if I like the super goal oriented as much as it's just like a raging fire. They consume anything in their path. They're just hostile to everything. They're like, oh, you're moving, I'm gonna kill you.
Well, that would be the more fire itself. But like, it's basically like if you're walking by a forest fire, you would see one, you know. You might see one, and it's just kind of there. The moment you try putting that fire out, it's gonna charge you.
It's the trying to put out the fire counts as a hostile action.
Exactly.
Right.
And so maybe these things also hang around quite a bit near fire elementals as well, just to feed off of the fires that they start. Just to feed
Often
off.
found
Yeah, often
near
found.
fire.
Yeah, near sources. Often found near sources of fire or fire elementals to add to their own mass with the ash that is left behind.
Often found near volcanoes, large sources of fire, or anywhere that a fire elemental might congregate as any of those three. Because it shouldn't just be any random fire. but like large
Oh yeah,
fire.
there would have to be, yeah.
Beware
Otherwise,
the
Because
bonfires.
otherwise it's like we can't even light a fire at night.
yeah, no. Like actual elemental plane charged areas, like it was saying, elementally charged areas that a fire might break out, and they will basically just exist near the fire, be happy to enjoy the heat and consume the ash. But the moment something tries to put that fire out, tries to take out the fire elemental, or put out the fire, it's war.
That is considered a hostile action.
Yep. All
Yeah,
right.
so you can even just word it as that in the description.
All right. So I feel like it should just be medium.
Yeah.
Um.
Which pull up the stat block of a fire elemental. Just a regular fire elemental.
I just want to see what the earth elemental, because I was using the old stuff. Let's see. I'm just kind of seeing. Yeah, basically they just appear in places by their home plane or summoned by a wizard.
You passed it.
It's right there.
Fire elemental's right there.
So yeah. Fire elementals arise when spirits of the elemental plane of fire inhabit flames, burning cinders, and heated smoke. These beings are tangible despite largely being made of flames and particles, and they can use their vague limbs to ignite foes and flammable materials. Fire elementals typically burn in shades of orange and red, but other colors are possible. Most on the material plane are summoned by magical means, or they might appear near rifts amid desert depths, volcanoes, wildfires, or magma flows that connect to their home plane. So yeah.
Okay, keep that pulled up, and then we can go to the other one. So should we just call it Ash Elemental?
No, I think we can give it. I think we can give it something a bit more.
Ashen.
So we have these from a book, the Ashen Shambling Mound, Ashen Knight, but Ashen Flying Sword. I think
Those are probably way different than what we're thinking.
very different than what we're thinking. So I was just making sure there was no Ash Elemental that already existed.
Right. Search fire.
And then you have the Fire Elemental Myrmidon. Let's see. These ones are a bit more intelligent.
Yeah, they're just leveled up.
Yep.
I think we should do basic version.
Yeah, Myrmidons are lore wise are specifically like made in the armor kind of a thing.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. But yeah, so
I mean, there's nothing wrong with calling it an Ash Elemental.
yeah, I was thinking some different, but knowing that Ash Elemental. Okay. So let's just kind of see.
It's definitely elemental.
Yeah. Alignment. Just neutral. Okay. So definitely not a spellcaster. Any traits it would have. Let's see what other elementals get. So we just
So
get,
it definitely should have a choking cloud. That's what we should call it.
yeah, choking cloud. I'm just curious to see like what the other ones. Airform,
Yeah, and we should do
earth glide, siege. Okay, yeah, they're pretty unique. There's not like universal. Right.
yeah,
So
choke cloud. At the end, or any creature that ends its turn within 10 feet of it has to make a Constitution saving throw or go into a coughing fit. Or,
Yeah.
or has the blinded condition, or it takes burn damage. The fire aura is 1d10 fire damage.
yeah, because it's gonna be hot ashes if it's a whole thing. Because I feel like its melee attacks will do whatever the physical damage type and do like split fire, split physical.
I agree. But for this one,
But
I think it'd be
but
because
yeah,
like that's one of the biggest problems with Ash is not being able to breathe properly. And it's like, yeah, we could just do the burning route, but it's like, no, we could give it other things that can burn.
yeah.
I think we should make this more status effecty.
Let's see.
You know what you could do? You go into a coughing fit and you lose your bonus action on your next turn.
Oof. That would kill me.
Yeah, coughing fit, lose
Why you gotta
bonus
target
action.
me?
We could also I do like that. We could also do on just like a coughing fit. A coughing fit for like the next hour. That can do it, and then maybe, or the next minute, and then maybe poisoned along with that, which is just disadvantage on stuff. But with the coughing fit, it means that you can't do the stealth as well.
I think there should be an active ability and then the aura. They could be two separate things. Like one is like a smoke screen, where it could either give the blinded condition or it heavily obscured or I don't know, something along those lines.
Yeah, I think that the choking would cause the poisoned condition. So you're not actually poisoned, but what the poison condition does is give you disadvantage on all the D20 rolls.
Right, but the question is should we do it on that on the passive one or the active one?
I'm thinking the passive, and the active one is a plume of ash that blinds you.
Okay. So yeah, you have the poison condition for how long?
A minute, or until you succeed on a minute, or until you succeed on the saving throw, which you can repeat at the end of each of your turns, clearing your lungs.
Yeah. And if you enter in again, then you got to make the save again.
Yep, there's no immunity to it.
It's specifically if you end your turn within 10 feet.
Yep.
I'm okay with that.
A creature ends its turn within 10 feet of the ash elemental. They must succeed on a DC 14 Constitution saving throw. Become poisoned for 1 minute.
They can repeat this save at the end of each of their turns.
And repeat this save at the end of each of their turns, ending the effect on a success.
Yeah, I like that. And then
Oh wait, hold on. become poisoned for 1 minute and begin coughing violently,
So
preventing
that's
verbal
where
spell components.
that's where I'm thinking that should be in the active ability one.
All right.
So they just the
Hold
poison
on.
for that one,
Hold
but
on.
then if you do in the active ability, then it's like then they have the coughing fit and they um can't sneak or they have disadvantage on sneak and they can't perform verbal components on the active rather than the
But
passive.
I feel like being blinded and having that it's because it's like being blinded and having that is very punishing for an active ability. But if we
Well, I mean,
get
so it's poisoned.
but if we get rid of the but if we get rid of the blinded, then if we get rid of the blinded, then it's so niche it's not extremely useful unless it makes a beeline for the spellcaster. Because here's the thing. Why is the wizard coming within 10 feet of the ash elemental?
True.
That
True. And then if we're going to
that's just part of the strategy.
if we're going to be adding that, then they should also have the and have disadvantage on any sneak rolls.
Yep.
For 1 minute and begin coughing violently, preventing verbal spell components, and granting disadvantage on dexterity stealth rolls. Yeah, you have to leave the 10-foot range.
There we go. Okay. Now, the with its actions, should it just get simple slam attacks?
Yeah, definitely the slam. Do some bludgeoning and a little bit of fire. More bludgeoning than fire, I think. With the fire elementals, here, let me go like this.
Because it's somewhere between a fire and an earth elemental.
Yeah, so it's between the two. One thing with the ash, kind of like what Nikki was saying in our home campaign, I think it'd be kind of cool that if they are covered with water, the choking cloud dissipates. If they are hit for water or hit with water damage, it gets rid of the choking cloud. Cold damage, sorry, specifically cold damage.
Any cold damage?
Well, because there's no water damage type.
There is no water damage type, but if you look at the fire elemental, it's not cold damage that does it, it's water damage.
Yeah, it
takes cold damage for every 5 feet it moves in water.
Yeah. Should we be able to also make it go through a 1-inch space?
Nah, I feel like it's packed pretty tightly.
Packed tightly. Okay.
Yeah. It's not like a dust storm. It is a humanoid shape.
A little more compact.
Yeah.
Okay. What would we call that ability? Because it'd be probably its own separate ability. Trait, I guess, not ability. Um, Water dampening.
Weakness to water.
Weakness to water. Well, the fire one's called water susceptibility.
Yeah, but it's not water susceptibility. It
Yeah,
works
no,
differently.
it does work differently. Water.
Simple. When the Ashen Elemental is soaked in water, it loses its choking cloud.
What did you call the ability?
Weakness to water.
I want to think of a more creative name. It definitely works. That gets the point across all the way. I want to think of a fun name. But that definitely gets the job done for sure. Um, loses its choking cloud for how long? For 1d4 rounds?
Indefinitely.
Mm. Yeah, 1d4 rounds.
Until I would probably say until no longer covered with or affected by water and 1d4 rounds afterwards. So in other words, like if you put them in a thing of water, it's not going to come back while it's still in water, you know? After you can cover 1d4 rounds after it breaks contact with the water. Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Okay. So the slam, I just want to see what it does. Burn 2d6 plus 3, fire 2d8 plus 5. Okay. Alrighty. So three bludgeoning. Damage plus plus 1d6 fire damage. Just see.
Saturation, that's a word. Let me see. When rain falls on ash, it becomes saturated, heavier, and can form a corrosive, electrically conductive, and muddy slurry called Iahar or Lahar. Is that
Saturation.
Lahar? Yeah, I like that.
Okay.
I like that. It's fun.
All right. There we go.
Six fire, yeah.
There we go. Okay. And then we have it Ash Plume. Recharge on a 5 to 6. The Ash Elemental releases a superheated cloud of ash.
Should it be a circle AoE or a cone? Either one would work.
I'm thinking it's a cone. I feel like this is
Okay.
much more intentional.
Yeah.
Superheated cloud of ash in a...
Excuse me.
Let's see. Just kind of want to see what the...
I don't think any of these do range stuff. Maybe the air
Thunder
one does.
Strike. Whirlwind, saving throw.
No.
Creature in elemental space. Alright. Then let's just go with a 30-foot cone. All reliable.
Also, are we wanting to make this higher challenge rating than the others? The other ones are around challenge rating 5, but this one seems
5
to be
to
doing
7.
more damage. So I just want to know what we're going for.
Around the same.
Should we do 2d4 plus 3 and then the 1d6 fire, or should we stick with the 2d6?
2d4 plus 3.
Be 9.
8. According to this.
Well, that's because it's doing the half, isn't it?
No, because if it was doing the half, it would say... It says 0.5.
3, 3, 3.
Average of 2d4 is 5. 2.5.
Which is 2.5.
2.5, which is 5 plus... This
I
thing...
know, but we've been ignoring the half ones. That's why I wanted to clarify.
Yeah, but doesn't really matter. You can just put...
Because it's just different than how we've calculated all
Yeah.
the other ones.
If the end result is a 0.5, then round up.
Okay, because that's not how we've been doing it with
I
all
know.
the other creatures.
I know. But that's what happens when you make these things. You learn and evolve and start doing things correctly.
Evolution.
Possibly. I don't really care.
Alright, is it going to be a con save or a dex save? Because it's going to do fire damage. And then...
Let's do Dex. Three D6 fire.
I mean, looking at some of the other things, like the air elemental does 4, that saving throw does 4d10. Earth elemental, the earth elemental has a... Oh wait, no, that I was looking at a different one.
That one's...
Is it-
I know,
oh,
but
is
those
it
are Myrmidons.
Myrmidon. But still, yeah, the normal air elemental, that's 4d10 plus 2.
Ooh, wow.
Does that do extra status effects or no?
That's a lot.
Yeah, it pushes you away and gives you prone.
And prone.
Yeah,
That's cool. I like that.
take 3d10.
Plus 3. We're gonna do the +3 like the air elemental one
I would say no
because it's an AoE.
because it's an AoE, yeah. Fire damage and become blinded till the become blinded until how long does the blinded last?
Could it be another minute long thing or
No. It'd be quick.
they're gonna say you could do that and then say unless you take an action to wipe away your eyes or you succeed on a con save. Well, it's a deck save for the beginning one, so
Yeah, it's a deck save, and
you don't deck save after it's already been done.
yeah, and then you also it also would it feels I would say don't double dip to both take an action or succeed a saving throw. That just kind of feels bad.
Right. So until the end of your next turn, should we just do that?
Yeah, end of
The creature's next turn.
uh There we go. Or half damage only on a success. The ash, Ash Plume. The Ash Elemental releases a superheated cloud of ash in a 30-foot cone. Each creature within range must succeed on a DC-14 Dexterity saving throw or take 3d10 fire damage and become blinded until the end of their next turn, or half damage only on a success. Doesn't need.
I like it.
Doesn't need any bonus actions or special
Nope.
reactions.
Definitely
Not
layer
legendary.
actions. And it has 12 legendary resistances.
Okay, armor class, I would say is pretty middle of the road. I'd say probably 13, 14.
Fire elemental is what, 13? Yeah. And then the earth elemental is 17.
Yeah, but
So I'd
this
say they're a
isn't
little more
lot.
durable than a fire elemental.
I'd just
Maybe
say
14. Yeah.
14.
Hit points, try to shoot for like 100. I think.
147, 93, 90.
Shoot for around 100, probably.
It keeps changing every time I accidentally click on that tab. 15, D8, 40. A straight 14.
So freaking good, Erica. Oh my
10,
gosh.
and 6.
So much.
There we go. Just straight 14s for all the physical things, and then the standard mental stats for these elementals. 6, 10, and 6. Should probably go 16 strength.
A little bit less dexterous, a little more con.
Oh. Focus.
There
I
we
love
go.
it so much.
Okay.
Secrets. Love it. All right, I gotta put my
Yep.
phone down so I'm not sitting there staring at the
Yep.
thing you just sent me.
Yep. So ash elementals are created when elemental spirits become infused with large collections of ash with a fiery core. The ash forms a vaguely humanoid shape around it. Condensing the ash to itself solid. Ash elementals are often seen around the scenes of large fires, volcanoes,
or high congregations of fire elementals.
or near fire elementals. While mostly docile, any attempt to combat any fires near them, particularly ones that are producing more ashes, any attempt will be seen as a
Hostile action.
hostile. You really want to say hostile
I like
action.
hostile. Yeah.
He likes hostility, confirmed.
Yeah.
Will be seen as hostile action against them, and they will attack.
Awesome.
There we go. And now for the CR calculator. So, average hit points 108. It is a medium creature with 15 con. Average hit points 108. Damage per round, most damage it can do. If we're
34.
34, save DC 15. It will have one immunity.
And then AC is 14.
AC, AC is 14, does not have magic resistance. And let's give it a vulnerability to cold damage.
Right.
And that brings it to 4.
Nice.
Beautiful. Because it shouldn't be quite as dangerous as just a pure fire elemental.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. I like that a lot.
All right. And so, all right. Let's see.
So it definitely has conditioned immunities, the same as the regular elementals.
Yeah, so fire immunity, and then it's resistant to bludgeoning. So, yeah, bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing
From non-magical.
non-magical attacks. Fire elemental is just resistant to those things, even with magical ones.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah. It's just resistance, bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing, regardless if it's magical or not.
Cool. Do we want to do the same?
No, because this one's solid. That one
A
is
little bit more solid. Yeah.
yeah, this one.
And then conditions, it cannot be... It should also be immune to poison or no?
Yeah. Condition.
So exhaustion.
Poison immunity.
So
Poisoned,
exhaustion.
exhausted.
Grapple.
It's pretty
I don't-
condensed.
I wouldn't say it would be dense enough to be able to grapple it though. Not like a earth elemental that's just made of rock. It's not that dense.
But it's dense enough that you could hit it with a magical hammer and not have it do it, because that was
But you
kind
can't grab it.
It the reason why I think you should be able to grab it is because we also made the conscious decision that it couldn't force its way through small openings because it's too solid for that.
And because I think of it more like the equivalent of like sand. You can't tackle sand.
I can try.
I'm thinking it is
'Cause
more
it's not like
like
slate.
no, I'm thinking it's more like
It's like, what?
these guys, the Ash spawn from Skyrim. It takes a humanoid form. Closer to that. It is
Super dense.
It is condensed, yeah. It's not like a sentient sandstorm. It's not like a dust cloud. Because that would be its own thing.
That's how I was envisioning it this whole time.
It is a solid humanoid form.
Well, if it's thicker like that, then yeah, grappled is fine.
Yeah.
But paralyzed, petrified.
Why would it be immune to being paralyzed?
Because all these other ones are.
Are they? Okay.
Yeah, I'm reading off of the other elementals.
Yeah.
Poisoned, prone, restrained, and unconscious are the.
I feel like it could be restrained,
Let me go to the earth.
and
one.
it could be knocked prone.
Yeah, the earth one can be knocked prone. Yeah, she's gonna be more closer to that. So the earth one is poison, exhaustion, paralyzed, petrified, poisoned. Why is that on there twice? And unconscious.
It's on there twice because it's immune to poison damage and the
Oh,
poison's
okay.
condition.
And then okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Okay. There we go. Create monster.
It is alive.
All right, and now something's missing. Oh, passive perception 10.
Yeah, it works. Average.
All right, movement 30-foot walking speed.
Yeah. Nothing else. No burrow, no
Yep.
fly.
It is halfway between a fire and earth elemental, basically.
Yep.
Okay.
It's like the equivalent of having a dragon aspect parent on both sides, but only taking the human qualities of both.
Alrighty. But there we go. Ash Elemental Dunzo. We done did it.
Nice.
Alright. Okay, there we go. I think that should be good for tonight. What do you think?
Yeah, I think that's
Okay.
good. I like them.
Alrighty. Okay. Thank you to everybody who watched, lurking or otherwise. Thank
I
you all
lurked.
so much. Yeah, 'cause you're busy working on the art. And
Fun artwork.
yep. And of course, if you want to support the channel, go ahead and support us on Patreon. You'll get exclusive Discord access, and at the highest tier, you will get a permanent discount on everything in our merch store. Speaking of which, we got a merch store, just D4Tress.com. And, of course, speaking of Patreons at the highest tier, let me just go like this. Thank you, D4Fan and Brennan, for your continued support. Going on for quite a while now. So thank you, both of you, for helping us make this stuff a reality. It is because of you we're able to keep on making stuff. So thank you very much.
Where did you come from?
But that is going to be all from us tonight. Thank you all, and we will see you all next week. We'll see ya.